Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Words for Life. My name is Stephen, and I'll be your host. This is the podcast where we look for inspiration, motivation through quotes, phrases, ideas, and people. Today, we're going to look at the idea of SMART goals. Now, for those of you who might not know what SMART goals are, the letters in the word SMART actually means specific things. Speaking of specific, the first letter S stands for specific. This means you are looking at goals that are not necessarily narrow, but something that is specific in terms of like, I want to make X number of sales within the next quarter. That is a specific goal that you might be trying to achieve. Or I want to be able to attend 8 out of 10 of my child's sporting events, something along that lines. But you can see how it has like something specific that you're trying to do. So attending your child's sporting events, making a certain number of sales or maybe a certain number of sale calls, something along those lines. That's the specific part of it. The other part is, or the next part is measurable. The goal is good, but if you can't measure it, how do you know when you've completed, or how do you know when you're actually making progress towards achieving that goal? This goes back to the measurable aspect of it. So, in the example of attending a child's sporting events, this could be putting something on your calendar and giving yourself a little mark that says, okay, my child has 10 sporting events this season. I've already attended X number. So it gives you something to actually measure against to see if you are achieving that goal. The A in SMART is achievable. Now, this is making sure that it's something that you could actually achieve. Let's say, for example, that your child has 20 sporting events and some of them fall in the middle of your workday. Saying that you're going to attend all of them might be a bit of a challenge. So it's really making sure that is the goal within your reach? Can you actually obtain it, or are you setting yourself up for failure in a sense? That's the achievable part of it. The R in SMART is relevant. So this is making sure, is the goal relevant to your overall values or beliefs or direction you want your life to go? For example, if you want to spend more time with your family and less time working, your goal of attending your child's sporting events really aligns and is relevant to your overall approach that you want to start going towards in life. Similarly, if you want to raise in the ranks of the sales force to be able to go and make more money, whatever is the case, but promote yourself as a salesperson and achieving X number of sales, that is relevant to your overall value of being a better salesperson or being more sought after for sales. That makes it relevant. And the last part of the current SMART framework is time bound. And time bound just means that you are giving yourself a specific time frame to accomplish this goal in. So, for example, the child sporting events can be during the season. Seasons have a beginning and an end. And if you say, "Oh, I'm going to try and attend 10 sporting events of my child's sporting events," okay, is that one season? Is that 3 seasons? Is that their entire young life? Is that they're doing sports? It makes it difficult to actually go and achieve that if you don't have really an endpoint that you're aiming towards, thus being time bound. Now, this is the standard SMART framework that majority of people know. I was working with one of my peer coaches just the other day. His name is Lindsay, and he shared some good information. We actually came up with an additional part of the acronym, and it is the R at the end. And the R stands for release. The idea behind this is that usually to obtain goals, especially in a lot of our lives where we're already doing so much anyway, we need to figure out what we are going to release. So the R stands for release. The idea behind release is that what are you letting go of to go and actually attain this goal? As I said just a moment ago, many of us have so much on our plates already. If we just stack another SMART goal on top of an already full plate, things would naturally fall off, which then could be detrimental to actually being relevant to our new SMART goal. So, as part of this SMARTR framework, the idea is you need to release something, or at least temporarily release something while you're trying to attain this new goal. Without doing that, you will have things inadvertently fall off your plate because there are only 24 hours in a day. And we do need to make sure we have adequate sleep, rest, and so on, or else we'll burn ourselves out and the goal won't be really even worth it because we've lost something else in the process. So, the new acronym is SMARTR. SMART with an R at the end. Try and use this in your new goal setting because it becomes more relevant to the overall balance in your life. You can't just keep stacking things up on top of it because you will just end up losing the things that you're not paying enough attention to and not being intentional about what you are trading off for this new goal. So try using this framework in creating your goals going forward. SMART goals are great. SMARTR goals are even better. I hope you enjoyed this episode today. If you would like to work with me to try and work on some high performance, smarter goals, please don't hesitate to reach out to me on my website, or you can directly message me in the comments below and I'll reach out to you and we'll try and get some time to set up an initial free consultation to see if it's something that I can help you with. I want to thank you for joining me on this episode of Words for Life. Please join me on the next one. Thank you and have a great day.